All right, so it is February 4th of 2021, and this is officially the first day that I will be living my life in accordance with Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. Now, of course, when you start anything, start badly. So this video isn't going to be very good, right? I mean, I'm using my cell phone. I don't have a camera. I don't have professional lighting. I don't have a professional video editor. Um, I don't have a sound tech, you know. Um, so this video won't be that good. But in the future, people will be able to go and look back at this video and see how I started. And they'll say, "Oh wow, he started off like that. I can start off like that as well. I can change my life around." So this blog that I'm creating, that is going to be my public diary, where I publish everything about my real life, and I'm just 100% transparent about my transformation from a complete fucking loser and failure in life, who is 31 years old and lives in his parents' basement, where the ceiling isn't even taped and painted, and the kitchen isn't even complete. I mean, look at that. The kitchen sink has just been sitting there like that for months, dude. Like, it's absolutely horrible because I'm not gonna say it. But regardless, so life is about to turn around big time for me because I just broke up with my girlfriend who I had a toxic relationship with, and that is thanks in large part to 12 Rules for Life, Jordan Peterson. You can't stay in a toxic relationship if you're in a relationship that is not bringing out the best in you, and you go back and look and realize that you were happier when you were single than you are now in the relationship. End that relationship unless you're really in love with her and she's not actually toxic, and you just need to work on your conflict resolution skills, your communication skills, you need couples therapy. Go ahead and see if you can salvage relationships. Spend depending on the nature of the relationship, anywhere from a month to 3 months working on the relationship. And this is, of course, if you're not married with kids. That's a totally different situation. I'm talking about if you just have a relationship with a girlfriend and you don't have children. Okay. Spend a month to 3 months working on the relationship. Get couples therapy. Um, if in a lot of cases, this is because you grew up in a family where you didn't have a mom and dad that were loving and had a functional relationship with one another. In many cases, if you have a very terrible relationship, it's because your parents had a terrible relationship or no relationship at all. So you have to learn what a healthy relationship is. You don't even know what it looks like. So you have to study it. You have to read books about relationships. You have to read books about communication skills. You have to learn what active listening is. You have to learn to seek first to understand, then to be understood. There's so much for you to learn before you'll be able to have a healthy, happy relationship. You're going to have to put a lot of work into it, you know? But sometimes it's not your relationship skills, it's not your conflict resolution skills, it doesn't have anything to do with your inability to understand what a healthy relationship is. Sometimes the person you're with, especially if you tell them, "Listen, our relationship is not healthy, we're not making each other happy, I want to spend the next few months trying to make our relationship beautiful and amazing and be in love and have that sort of love and romantic flair and passion that we had when we first met. I want to bring that back, and I want us to uh, bring out the best in one another and learn how to synergize and learn how to utilize teamwork so that we make each other happier and happier and happier with each passing year. And I want to seek to better understand you. I want to seek to be a better boyfriend. I want to seek to work on my flaws. I want you to tell me what think about the things that I do that you do not like. I want to go to a couples counselor and learn how to communicate in a way that is healthy. Look at this line here. I'm getting old. Look how old I'm getting. I'm getting old. Look at these lines right here. I need to take better care of my face. I'm sorry. Anyway, regardless, I went off on a rant about relationships. But anyway, I mean, this just one aspect of self improvement is if you're continuously improving every area of your life, one of those areas is relationships. So you should read books about relationships, and you should read books about conflict resolution skills, and you should read books about how to deepen the bond between you and your loved ones. And in that way, your relationships should improve with each passing year, because one of the things you study should be relationships. You should read articles about relationships on a regular basis. Follow Psychology Today on Twitter, and follow things that are relevant to self-improvement on Twitter. Curate your Twitter feed such that it's all about positive things, knowledge that you can utilize to make your life more enjoyable, and start reading books. Go to the library and I swear to God, just go to the library and just walk through the bookshelves and just look for different books that seem interesting. Look for books that catch your eye. Read the cover. Read the what's it called? It's on the back page of the book, and it summarizes the book. I forget what you call this. Stossel also reveals how his unyielding desire to educate the public with the truth caused an irreparable rift with ABC. Nobody wanted to hear the point-by-point facts of Obamacare, and why he left his long-running stint for a new, uncensored forum with Fox. He lays out his ideas for education and innovation as well, and finally makes it perfectly clear why government action is the least effective and desirable fantasy to hang on to. As Stossel says, it's not about electing the right people, it's about narrowing responsibilities. No, they can't is an irrefutable first step toward that goal. And then you have this in the back. Consider your own political instincts. Do you routinely think that government ought to be in the business of promoting good things, maybe marriage or religious charities, and discouraging bad things, perhaps porn, pot smoking, and violent video games? But if government is in the business of promoting what is good and suppressing the bad, that is a license for it to stick its nose into virtually every human activity. Politicians and we voters can dream of guaranteed incomes, world peace, or green energy, but really put limits on our political fantasies. The mature response to cries of yes we can should be no we can't. Not when we means government. Government cannot and it shouldn't try. Saying no will not win you many cheers, but we should be realistic about what government cannot do. Yeah, it's because if you remember, Obama's whole campaign had the tagline of "Yes, we can." So no, they can is play on that. Regardless, God, I'm all over the place with this. How terrible am I? Just I keep going off on rants and things that are completely unrelated to what I'm supposed to be doing. But anyway. When you first start something, start badly. I want to talk about so many different topics, and I'm an everyday polymath, and I'm like, I am very much like Dr. Jordan Peterson. People criticize him for being all over the place, but that's because they don't understand that everything's interconnected. They don't understand how philosophy is tied into religion, and neuroscience has a lot of things that are relevant to political science, and political science is many things are relevant to psychology, and psychology is many things relevant to political science, and each field of study makes you more knowledgeable about every other field of study, and the more you improve one area of your life, the more it improves every other area of your life. I have to talk about this in a future video, man. But regardless, this isn't my first video, and it is terrible, and I apologize.